Okay, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. This is part 12, I think. Right back where we left off, so let's go ahead and... I want to do just like a few things here, and then I'm going to go back to the hinterlands. What are you doing, sweet boy? Where is that Let's grab this. Where's that shard that was over here? Hey guys. We gotta set up camp real quick. There it is. Oh, and there's a thing over here. Let's go grab that. Okay. And then... It's this way. I like the music for this area, but the Storm Coast isn't really one of my favorite areas. It's not super long, but just the first time I played this game, it was so difficult to get around because there's mountains all over the place. It's just like rocky mountains, and so it's hard to get around. There's no like really shortcuts. You have to like take the paths. So it was difficult for me to get around, and I struggled with it. Ever since then, I haven't really liked it very much, so. But it's okay. I like that it's raining here. Wait, what was that? Oh, the sign. We'll get this other shard up here. What are you doing, sweet boy? I'm just gonna pop back down here. What? We got some stuff there. I'm gonna have to swap some of that out. Oh, you're like right here. You're going down, bud. You're going down. Oh, me too. Things that we're all standing. Might as well do this. Okay. Grab this. And then after this, we're going to go back to Haven, because I'll have to do, like, the intro dialogue stuff with the 3 characters I just got. 3 companions I just got. So Vivian, Iron Bull, and Sarah. We'll go through their intro dialogue. And that'll probably be the whole video, because it doesn't go by fast. It's always very extensive. Drop some stuff.
These must be the missing soldiers.
Oh.
Murdered. Shit.
I will see that their families are notified when we return.
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
Okay. Bandit. Okay, how long is this? Oh, it's not that long. Okay. These notes were found near murdered Inquisition soldiers. The paper is not crumpled or torn, as though it were left behind instead of dropped. It's not our place to disagree. They're attempting to set themselves up along the shore, and we have orders. We are the sword, not the hand that wields it. You taught me that. If they're worthy, let them come with the Mercy's crest. The blades of Hissarion will listen. You will only get yourself cast out, or worse.
Our men were murdered by a group called the Blades of Hissarion. It seems there's a way to challenge their leader.
Naming themselves after the sword that killed Andraste. Ambitious.
And, you know, Vivian is very knowledgeable about a lot of stuff, so she does have interesting dialogue when you take her along. Okay, so let's go... Let's go back to Haven so we can get those... And get, like, our new characters set up, because we gotta, like, get their points situated and get them armor and things like that. So we'll do that, and then that's probably going to be all of this video. But we'll try and be quick. Alright, so... character record. Cassandra... Sarah. Auto level. Okay. Vivian, we already did yours. Solus, you're done. Varric, you're done. Iron Bull. Oh, and you know what? Lily, we do have to go back to the hinterlands because Liliana mentioned a Grey Warden that was there, and I will be able to recruit him also. Okay, so now inventory. So, Cassandra, I think there is a better shield for you. So we'll give you that one. And then Sarah, do you not have any armor on? We'll give you this. Vivian, I mean, that's the staff we've got, so you're just gonna have to make do with that for now. Solus, you got that. Varric is Bianca. And then Iron Bull. Do we have 114? Can I make him something? Like, there is a...
Now that we've got better mounts, if you like, I can show you a few tricks to get more out of them.
Oh, can you now?
Fine, forget I said anything. You Ferelden's growling at everyone but your dogs.
No, go ahead. Who knows? Maybe some fancy noble riding might save my life if a scouting ride goes wrong. And maybe I'll show you a few tricks as well.
Ooh. So a double-handed one. Is it this one? Hakon's Valor. This one. 234. 215. Look at this thing. 215. 215. This is also 234. And it says I can make it. So let's see. You know what? We're just gonna... do I want to wait? We'll just go ahead and do it. We can get iron and stuff after. Drakestone, armor penetration. That's a good one. Strength, 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 strength. It's all strength. So let's just do that. Stagger on hit, attack, 12%. They're both 12%. I'm gonna do iron because I don't want to use all my blue vitriol or onyx. Alright. Okay. So let's give that to Iron Bull. This thing. What does this look like? Okay, now armor. So, I mean, we could put him in like traditional Canary garb. I think I'm actually going to do that because there's not 58. This is 88 armor. So, and then Varric, Solus. I don't think I have anything for, except this. And then okay, so now accessories. Let's see here. Belt of grenades belt. I will give that to, hang on, down. Sarah. And then what does this do? Heal on kill. I should probably give that to Iron Bull. Wait, go back. And then I'm gonna give him this one. I don't know if he has that one yet. Okay, and then let's go through and sell all this extra stuff. Sell it. Yeah. I'll keep this for right now, even though I'm probably never going to use it again. I'll sell that, and then all that. Okay. Now, we'll do Iron Bull because he's right here. Hey bud, what's up?
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
Everybody keeps calling him my Templar. I like that. Yes, he is.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
I mean, we know it's eventually gonna be me, but we're just gonna pretend like, you know. We don't know. Do we need one?
The Inquisition has done all right so far without an Inquisitor.
That's because all we've needed so far is damage control, reaction. A group can handle that. Once you've sealed the breach, it's gonna be time to make decisions. Someone's gonna have to step up. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Thanks for being real, Iron Bull.
What's going on?
I'm gonna ask you some questions, buddy. Let's start with this.
So, how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the cube. Just, I don't know. Job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
Why that name, then?
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
So it's so funny because he he tells us that, and then the rest of the time we just don't ever call him the Iron Bull. It's just Iron Bull. The only you get one character in a little bit And he is, I think, the only one who consistently refers to him as the Iron Bull. But he's the only one. Everybody else just calls him Iron Bull. And I think that it's just funny. Okay, let's do this first.
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
The re-educators?
How do the re-educators work?
Well, I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
Is it really that easy?
You can alter someone's beliefs that easily.
One of my friends was a re-educator. He said that every memory is like the page of a book. When you examine a memory, you're turning to that page, and when you're there, the page is laid bare. Write a few notes in the margins of the page, erase a word here and there, and your whole outlook changes. Always felt a little weird reading after that conversation.
I don't know that it's revolting, but it's...
The re-educators sound horrible.
Yeah, they probably do. Here's the thing, though. What happens in Orlais when you commit a crime or betray a lord? They just lop your head off. At least the Qunari try to fix you.
And his job is spying.
And you're a spy.
Close. I am now, I suppose. But that's not how I started. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
How'd that work out for you?
About as well as you'd expect. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Tal Vashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
You'd heard what the re-educators did to their prisoners.
Yes, I had. I wanted them to fix me like they fixed them. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal Vashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
Nope. Wow.
That's, damn.
You did ask. Anyway, nice talking with you.
We're not done, Iron Bull. We are not done.
How's it going?
How's it going? Tell me about the Qunari.
I'd like to know more about the Qunari.
You writing a book?
I mean, they're a potential threat.
The Qunari pose a threat to all of Thedas. I want to know what I might have to deal with someday.
Smart move.
Thanks.
All right. What do you want to know?
I want to know it all, buddy.
What's it like growing up under the Qun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers or chantry sisters. They also help figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasrath.
So...
You never knew your parents?
No. I know for you folks, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
The Tamasrans were like our parents, though. Taught us to read, helped us go to sleep, all the parent stuff. I remember the one who helped me build things with blocks. She laughed when I knocked everything down.
Okay, day-to-day life.
How is everyday life different for Qunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Valroyo gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't care about the Empire or the Q. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
It can't be exactly the same. The Kunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Valroyo has? Life isn't about freedom. The baker in Parvolan wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her work. Will they come on time? Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her 'cause it's stale? Same crap in Valroyo. People are just people.
Okay.
How do the Kunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Kunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the Kunari safe from outside threats.
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Olay, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Kunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight, or kill you.
I've heard there's no marriage among the Kunari.
Yeah, that's true. Kunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Kunari don't have sex?
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
Really?
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day, leaves you walking funny. Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
Nope. I mean, that is bizarre.
Sometimes I think I understand how different the Kunari are. And then I talk to you.
Yep. Still, it's more fun here. Fewer rituals, more making it up as you go along. Plus, you folk have redheads. Redheads.
Do you ever think about what would happen if the Kunari conquered Orlais or Ferelden?
Some folks, like Cassandra or Cullen, would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But the mages... Can you imagine Solus trying his fade dreaming under the Qun? Or Vivian doing her political bullshit? Both Sarah and Varric would mouth off until they ended up re-educated. Drugged until their minds broke. So, to answer your question, no. I don't think about it much at all.
The word Kunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Kunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
What about Kunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kossith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
See, shit like that is interesting. And it just doesn't... You don't get any more information on it, really. And so it's just like, wait a second. You can't just drop something like that and be like, oh, I don't know. Because that's super interesting. But that's what happens.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Okay, let me just double check, make sure we got everything.
Can I help you?
Yep, we got everything. Nope.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Okay, let's talk to Krem. Hey, Krem.
What can I do for you?
Let's discuss Iron Bull.
I'd like to know more
The
about
Iron
the Iron
Bull.
Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Kunari, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
What kind of commander is he?
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How did you end up with him?
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee to Vinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
He gave up his eye?
That's how he lost the eye.
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big-horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I'm surprised he
I
told
didn't
you.
expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
Okay, Krim.
We'll talk later.
Alright, and now let's go talk to Sarah. Let's go cruise over here. I don't think...
A scout
What's my
in the
time
hinterland
looking
saw
like?
the Herald of Andraste. Said she sealed the rift
Okay.
and stopped the demons.
Oh, and I can turn in this requisition, it looks like. Nope, nothing. Oh, this is the Mercy's Crest thing that we need. So we'll go ahead and make that. And then... So... Deep Stalker hide and then decorative gems. Okay, so that, I think I probably have to get that in the hinterland. Let me, where's Sarah at? Here she is, let's talk to her.
So, this is it, huh? Oh
Sure.
no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
Well, the Conclave tried and failed at that.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud? Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
Right. They should know it's a simple job. End all war. Stitch the sky. The easy one first, of course.
You're daft, yeah? Most people
Sure.
get special, they lose their snark. Can't see how stupid it all is. I think I like you, Lady Herald. Maybe you are a little touched, yeah?
No.
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an investment, yeah?
Sure.
Better pay off, too. Stupid war and everything. I had things to do.
Yeah. We're not done.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
You can already get rid of her. Well, I mean... Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
Where are you from?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
Oh, you're from wherever. I'm from north wherever.
What?
North wherever. Oh, we had fun on street and or in local tavern.
Oh, hardy ha. Oh, funny you. It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that. Maybe.
Okay.
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Oh, certainly. Not a day's effort for the naturally gifted like us.
Well, it's not like that. It takes work. A bit. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Is it an elf thing?
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
I think if we say this pisses her off, so I don't really want to do that. I want to see... Can I get her to unlock
If you
the
say
things
so.
under Haven?
Chasing mages, that's a Templar's job. A big, armored, pissed-off helm polisher. Not too late to go find some. Or stay home.
Tell me about your friends. Really?
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone. Everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind gold and silk. And hats, I guess.
Are you just about pranks and revenge, or is there more to it?
Well, it's a weave, right? I grease a ballroom, so a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt sprained. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall, so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
I'm glad I met you before someone decided what I deserved.
You're no hateful ass so far. I'd just get you with a pie or something.
Okay.
Anyway, assassin's a bard's job, innit? No fun, that. They might plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shy at singing.
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, Red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy. Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them. Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
It seems like it should be more complicated than that.
That's why you be bad at it and why I'm here. You don't want to play, don't play. That's simple too.
Where are the people you promised?
If I knew, they wouldn't be much use. That's sort of the point. Look, unless your baddies are rocks or trees, they have people they use. Cooks, squires, wipers. Yeah, I know, wipers, right? You better believe the one with wipers deserve it, right in the... Well, anyway. The little people will be there when you need them, in a million little ways.
Also lots of little contributions add up in the background, like snowflakes that snap a branch.
What? Sure. Like snow, I guess. Anyway, it just works, most of the time. Friend of a friend and little hints. Mind you, you still have to be smart. Don't bet your life unless you're into that. To be clear, I'm not into that.
Well, as long as it works.
I can play along if it works for you.
You have a choice. Hail the Inquisition.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, innit?
Okay.
Ready for waiting.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which? The ones who do things, the ones who give orders?
Thoughts on Iron Bull?
He makes me wonder about things. I mean, what did their women look like? Woof.
Like a woman version of Iron Bull, I guess. I mean... Vivian?
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but
Yeah.
she knows. She better.
Let's do my
What do
advisors.
you think about our spy master, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair though.
Mm-hmm. He does have nice hair. Okay, that's good for now.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Eventually, I can ask her to unlock the things underneath the chantry. Alright, let's go talk to Vivian. I think she has a side quest that she can give me too.
You came from the Circle at Ostwick, did you not? Senior Enchanter Lydia was a dear friend of mine. Were you at all acquainted?
We didn't get along. I didn't know her well. She was my mentor. Let's do this one.
Yes, she was one of my instructors.
You are lucky to have studied with her. Lydia had a wealth of knowledge. I understand she was killed by one of her own students when the Ostwick Circle rebelled. I think we both agree that this war must end.
Mages should be free. The Templars made their beds. We need the circles restored. The chaos does harm everyone. Justice is all that matters. Let's do this one.
The war benefits no one. It must end. An order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
I mean, yeah, I'll do all.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear.
Okay.
For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
The chantry will be restored untrusted. I mean, no one should have that power.
Nobody should claim to know the will of the Maker. Not me, and not the Chantry.
Perhaps nobody should. But if no one leads the way, many will be left behind in darkness. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you. Yes?
Okay, so let's... No. Tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Mont-Simar while still an apprentice.
Okay.
I'm curious how a Circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
You married a duke?
You're married to the Duke de Ghislaine.
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
And what does his wife think of that?
And what does the Duchess de Ghislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host musical salons together. She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago, the poor dear.
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
Okay. Wait, I mean, you don't even say bye.
Yes?
Tell me about the circles.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
You must have an opinion of the Templars after living so long in the Circle.
Having opinions about Templars, my dear, is exactly like having opinions about mages or Navarrans or men. I have known some who were impossible to endure and some who were utterly charming. I have suffered insults at the hands of those in the armor, but no more than I endured from nobles or tradesmen in Val Royal. Personally, I have found the Templars a useful tool, skilled at keeping more unpleasant elements at bay.
Okay.
How did we come to this state with the Circles in revolt?
You, my dear,
Oh,
are
shoot.
far too wise not to have realized that many of our colleagues live with their eyes closed. Safe from the world inside their towers, they thought only of the Templars and their own resentment. Kirkwall gave the world a reason to remember its fear of magic. A mage killed hundreds with a snap of their fingers. Across Thedas, a new tangible fear of magic grew. Commoners and nobles alike called out to the Chantry for protection. But the malcontents in the towers thought nothing of this. They cared only for themselves and for their anger at the new Templar restrictions. When a mage attempted to assassinate Divine Justinia, again, the mages protested the investigation. The leadership chose to vote on independence based on the intolerable conditions imposed by the Templars, sparing no thought to the fact that magic was more feared in the aftermath of these attacks than it had been since Tevinter's day. So long as they had their freedom, they could care little for riots, angry mobs, or about pitting mages against each other.
I thought the fighting was only between mages and Templars. Why are mages fighting mages?
The vote for independence was carried by only a small margin, but Fiona chose to let the motion stand. Those who opposed
What
the
is
rash
it?
declaration of war against the entire free world had little choice.
Be careful.
By breaking from the Chantry when they did, the rebels declared themselves in support of mass murder. Anyone who did not wish to support terrorism and the slaughter of innocents was forced to take arms against the rebels.
Did they have cause to rebel?
In the aftermath of their terrorist attacks? Was that really the most opportune time to break away? By all means protest abuses by the Templars. Just don't do it in a way that says mages support wholesale murder. By voting when they did, my colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary people of Thedas. A war in which we are outnumbered 100 to 1.
Are you familiar with Grand Enchanter Fiona?
We've met. Before her horrendously ill-timed and selfish vote for independence, I thought her adequate at her job. In her dotage, she could not handle looking after the well-being of so many people. We would have done better to replace her years ago, to let her spend time gardening.
Oh my god.
Yes?
Okay, so there's more of that, but It is getting late. I gotta get my kid into bed and everything. So I'm gonna do this because this is a side quest
to help
thing.
your efforts at restoring the circle?
After the circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
I can't help with it. Yeah, I'll find him.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the circle would be in your debt.
Okay, so what's my time looking like here? Yeah, and my time's running out anyway. Okay, so when I come back next time, I will finish up. There's like probably one more little dialogue chain with Vivienne. Let me turn in some research stuff.
If you're not using them later, Segrid is willing to pay.
I don't feel comfortable letting parts from demons be
And then we'll go in here because I want to send everybody out on their quests and whatnot. Okay. I don't have any Inquisition perks, so let's go here. Red Jenny, gather coin, cult of what's this?
You were saying something about Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
What was distracting him? Before the 5th Blight and the arrival of the hero Ferelden, Haven was occupied by cultists who worshipped a dragon, one they believed to be Andraste reborn. Both the cultists and their dragon were long gone by the time the Chantry arrived to build the Temple of Sacred Ashes, but there may still be undiscovered passages in the mountains containing their relics. With a concerted search effort, it might be possible to unearth something useful to the Inquisition. So Josephine can't. This is a task best left to a few select agents knowledgeable regarding dangerous magic. I have just the ones in mind. I'm leery of what we might find in these passages, but we have enough soldiers for a search. They will simply need to be careful. I think I'm going to go with the Liliana for this one.
Let's see what we have.
And then this one is usually Josephine, right?
At your service.
I think this one... I guess we'll have Colin. I don't know if I've ever had him do that one. I think I usually send Liliana for the Red Jenny stuff, but... Let me see what we got here. Oh, there's a few over here. What are these? Choose a successor and lead, truth or dare. I think this one is like... This one is like a logic puzzle. So I'll have to make like a little grid for it. But you go through and you send... like your advisors out on quests, and then they come back with information, and it's like process of elimination. So I gotta wait on that one because I mean everybody's busy right now for starters, but I want to put together a little grid. Truth or dare, my dearest Vivienne. Okay, so nobody can go right now, so see, this is another Red Jenny one. We will do the rest of these when I get back. So thanks for watching. If you like the video, you know, like, subscribe, do all the things. And I will see you back real soon. Thanks for watching.